Hey everybody, how's it going? Trying to think of an idea to do for my first video on this channel, and what I came up with was one of these Mondo llama color your own Santa's Workshop kits. So I'm gonna put one of these together, try to brave the night in it, see how it goes. It's supposed to get down to about 20-21 degrees, so it'll be the first time I've slept outside in those temperatures. So we'll see how it goes, and hope you stay tuned. We got one of these heavy duty canvas tarps. I'm gonna use that as a ground cloth. So put this out. I had to get That's right, I don't want to lie on the grass. I had to get 2 of the Santa's Workshop boxes because the size that they had online was not the correct size.
It was a little bit too big. I mean, too small.
Yep, it was a little bit too small. Okay, you want to hold this for me?
What?
So you want to hold that for me? Hold it up. Thank you. So, I gotta kind of fold these little tabs in. I get that in there. So, there's one. All right, let's fold this around. Yeah, come over here.
What?
Wanna hold this in for me? Mm-hmm. Hold that up.
Okay.
You slide your end forward.
What?
Slide your end this way. Yeah, okay, close that up. Bring that over.
I don't know how to put it in.
It's all right.
Oh, you're stapling it. You're like doing that to put it together. Now I get what you're doing. Can I go in after and see how it is?
Here, hold on a second.
That looks kind of cozy.
All right. So I'm just using some of these spring clamps to connect the 2 halves together, just on that seam there. I thought about cutting an opening just in it and put the end caps on and then just kind of stick it together, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get played with once we're done using it. So I don't really want to cut the ends up if I don't have to. This isn't what I would call exactly easy to put together. Here. So let's try to slide that in there if you can. Push it in there. There. How's that? Come to this side. Okay. Over here.
This might not fit.
Let's
But we didn't pop this one yet. Can you pop that one? I can't do it because I have gloves on.
yeah, we'll get it in a minute. Okay, tip it.
Ah, my head!
I think the problematic part is going to be actually fitting through the door. So that's going to be my my home for the night. I had to tape up the windows to get some of the try to keep some of the breeze from blowing in there. It's probably a little breeze going tonight, like 6 miles an hour or something. But me, my son, and my wife spent the last probably 3 days coloring this. There's that. I thought I'd just have to do the one, but we ended up having to do two because those measurements weren't correct. Didn't get the back though. Ran out of time. So, but the back is the same thing as the front. I just took two of them and then I just spun them around, so that is the back side of that one, in case you're wondering. So we got the lights all up, little Christmas tree. With the little presents and the little Christmas tree that my wife made. They look kind of nice. I did do the back side. I didn't have enough to do that. It's kind of hard to get the kind of maze going on to figure out how to use the lights efficiently. Got a little light sticking in. A little bit down there so we got something to see with. So I think I got all dressed up nice with the lights and stuff and the little tree. Yeah, it's gonna make a fire. So I'm just gonna go ahead and urban bushcraft myself up a fire here. It's for authenticity. Yeah. Never use too much lighter fluid. Well, that's easy. There ain't nothing to this old bushcraft stuff. I do plan on trying to do some other like bushcrafty things. I find it kind of interesting. So maybe we'll do some like tent shelters or something, or tarp tents and other types of things, and maybe some kind of put up shelters. I plan on doing kind of an array of things. Like we'll go to campsites and stuff and do some stuff in the trailer, some, builder stuff and other things like that. So I'm starting to find out, because I don't do a lot of recording in the cold. Most of my stuff was like inside a building or something like that, that the GoPro battery does not like being in the cold. So I'm going to see what I can get with what I have and see if we can keep on recording. I might have to swap over to my phone or something if it won't last, but I got another one charging, so hopefully we make it through. Yeah, we just pretend like this is on a rock, 'cause it's acting. It's kind of like pretending, right? I got one of these Coleman dual fuel 553s. Try to cook on that. I don't know if there's any fuel in it. Sounds like it. So we are on here, off, low, highlight. This operates off of camp fuel or white gas or gasoline. It actually runs off unleaded gasoline. So that's off, that's low, and that is light. So yeah, I guess that's the control. So high, low, off. You got to kind of start these, pressurize them a little bit, loosen that up, and then you hold your finger over the little hole, and then you're going to want to pump it like, I don't know, 40 times, they say. That's 40. Close the little thing off, and we'll light it. It's like a rocket, huh? So basically, I think the fuel is supposed to come up in this little tube there, and then the heat energizes the tube, and it causes it to, I don't know if it boils the fuel and creates the vapor that comes out or not. Not exactly sure how it works. It's magic. So, I'm gonna have us some ham, pineapple, and cherries. Some ham. With the pineapple and cherry. Then after that, I'm gonna cook some spinach as well. Don't know why spinach, I just feel like spinach. Kind of like this little burner. It's the first time I've used this. I have a bigger one that's it's a same dual gas thing, but it's like a suitcase size, and I used that and it actually worked out all right. So I got this one because it's so much bigger and it's kind of bulkier, and I thought this with just this, I thought that's pretty good. I don't need to carry a big suitcase thing, I don't think. I think there's some clove in here too, some clove powder. So got some spinach. I have little pieces of butter in there because my wife was so nice as to cut them up for me, and some garlic. So you know, this is Rubbermaid's signature camping Tupperware. Might look very similar to what you have in your house. Purely coincidental. This does take a second to burn down, so if you ever use one of these, that's still lit even though it's off. It just has to kind of burn out what's in there. I'm sure if you have one, you know what it does, but I guess that comment was more for somebody who doesn't have one and is just wondering. That's what it does. So, here we go. Got a little Swiss miss. All right, so I am not prepared for, let's say, cold weather winter camping. So I got this pad, lay this pad down. It doesn't help that I can't fit in the door. I'm stuck. There. Which end's the top and which end's the bottom? I don't think it matters. There's that. I'm also gonna take a moving blanket. I'm gonna throw one of these down. Try not to get stuck in here doing that. All right. Use what you got, I guess. There is the bottom. This got my brandy new Coleman 0 degree sleeping bag. Uh-oh. Huh. Oh, I think we popped a staple down here. So, we got our Kisses and Campfires pillow. Our Coleman sleeping bag. And let's give it a try. Think we should be good. I don't know. We'll find out. Not really in a life or death situation, so if things go awry in the middle of the night, I have an exit plan, so it shouldn't be a problem. Man, those things are everywhere. Ta-da! So, I did not have a very enjoyable sleep. Aside from my face being really cold and my feet being really cold, the sleeping bag actually worked out pretty well. It's one of the Coleman 0 degree mummy style sleeping bags. It kept me warm basically all over. I didn't have a problem with my chest, my arms, my legs. My feet were cold all night, but they were cold before when I went in because I had been outside basically all day yesterday, right up until I got into the bed. My face was freezing. I don't remember sleeping very much at all. I think I maybe slept maybe a couple of hours, but most of what I did was just laid there with my eyes closed. I pulled my hat down over my face, over my nose, because my nose was the coldest. And like I said, my face, that's all I can really remember is trying to sleep, but my face was freezing. I didn't want to put my face into the sleeping bag just because, from what I've heard, it creates condensation in there. You can get cold just because of that. So that's basically what I did all night. I was just kind of wiping my face because, you get condensation in the mask and stuff, or in the hat, and rubbing my feet together because they're freezing. You can't really reach them because of the way it is. There is a second kind of top, I guess, fluffy thing on that sleeping bag that the time that I had I was most comfortable was I held that tight to myself, and then I had the rest of the sleeping bag up top, and I was kind of, my face was kind of buried in there. It was kind of creating a little bit of condensation on the back side or the bottom side of the hood part, but it didn't let anything go in because I was holding that tight. And then at that point, my face could kind of warm up, and if it wasn't for my feet being cold, I probably would have fell asleep. So I think next time I do it, I'm definitely going to do the hand warmers and the socks. I don't know if it's the sleeping bag. My feet are usually cold anyway. I never find wool socks to be warm. I know some people say they are warm, and it's probably the best option, but me personally, it doesn't really matter what I wear on my feet. They're usually cold unless I'm actively doing stuff. So there's that. So anyway, if you liked any of this, if you could do me a favor and just subscribe, leave a comment, hit the notification bell there for me, and I'd appreciate it. Probably be doing some more of this stuff in the future. Not exactly sure what yet, but we'll figure it out along the way. So anyway, thanks for watching. So I know that temperature said 25, but the one on my steps here says 20. So it's a little colder than the Weather Channel got it.